have great taste, especially with your radio choice. Thank you for spending a little time with Gary and Bristol on Kiss Country 93.7.
Here's Miranda Lambert. It's Mama's Broken Heart. Kiss Country 93.7. Thank you for waking up with us, Gary and Bristol. Okay, today's the day. We've been telling you for a couple of weeks now it was coming. Today is the day. If you normally travel Benton Road in Bossier City, today's the day we're going to see those intermittent lane closures, both north and southbound. It goes between Melrose and Citizens Bank Drive. They're working on the new Walter O. Bigby Carriageway project, and they say it's only going to last one day, but pretty much all day today. You're going to be traveling Benton Road in that area. Again, it's between Melrose, which is at the Green Acres subdivision, and Citizens Bank Drive. Just look out. They're not completely closing it, intermittent lane closures, but expect that there will be some traffic stacked up in those areas. If you got questions about that, all the answers, you know where. Kiss Country app. It's always got everything. Kiss Country 93.7. It's Gary and Bristol. Have you been outside yet? Holy cow. It is so nice. 71 degrees, only going to get up into the low 90s for a high this afternoon. And they're talking like in the 60s tomorrow morning for a low. My cousin put on Facebook yesterday, welcome to day number 1 of the false fall. Boy, he just killed it. Have you ever heard of the Hambone Awards? It's to recognize the strangest pet insurance claims of the year. 16th year that Nationwide Insurance has done this. They named them the Hambone Awards after a dog that got itself locked in a refrigerator for several hours and ate a full holiday ham. He got treated for mild hypothermia. Last year's winner, a cat named Giles, who needed stitches after being folded into a sofa bed. This year's finalist, Archie. There's a dog in New Jersey that got excited that the mailman was there, broke through a plate glass door, needed stitches in his paws. Then there's Bear. That's a corgi in Pennsylvania. Chewed on a bottle of nail adhesive that was basically like super glue. They say, thank goodness it wasn't toxic. Clover. That was a parrot in New Jersey that got her claws tangled up like somebody tying their shoelaces together. A vet had to untangle the parrot's claws. Irma. That's a dog in Florida had to go on a high-fiber diet after eating tiny pieces of sharp metal. They think it was bristles from a barbecue brush. Kodiak, another dog in Virginia that won't stop eating rocks. Apparently, she had to have 4 removed from her stomach a few years back and then ate 2 more. My son Buddy had a dog, or has a dog, that got into that. And I think twice now has had to have surgery to have those rocks removed. Crazy. There's Lambo, lab mix in North Carolina that ate 250 pieces from a jigsaw puzzle. Now, these were all strange insurance claims to Nationwide. Luca, that's a dog in Massachusetts that ripped into the trash, ate a corn cob. They say he's okay, but corn cobs can cause intestinal blockages. Yeah, I bet they can. And the final nominee is Sky. That's a Great Dane in Oregon that fought a weasel and lost. Bit him on the eyelid, but he's made a full recovery. If you want to vote on one of those, just go to petinsurance.com/Hambone Award. They're going to announce the winner next Tuesday.
911, what's your emergency?
It's Gary in Bristol. If you're not having fun yet, you might need someone to call 911 for you. Kiss Country 93.7.
Kiss Country 93.7. Gary in Bristol with Cody Johnson until you can't. Of course, he's going to be here September the 14th. Kane Brown going to be in Arlington same day, and we're giving away tickets for that show here at 7:15 with Ticket Trivia.
Decisions, right?
Okay, do I want to go see Kane Brown for free in Arlington, or do I want to get some of those verified resale tickets for like $200?
Right.
Because Cody sold out.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you're going to see some more verified resale tickets come up by then, but yeah, they're going to be pricier the closer to the show we get.
Okay, today's the day. And honestly, until a couple of months ago, Bristol thought I was lying about wiener whistles.
I did.
It's a real thing.
I was like, you're just looking for a reason to say a wiener whistle on the radio.
No, the Oscar Mayer wiener whistle. It's a real thing, and they're probably going to be passing out a bunch of them today. Captain Glizzy, well-known hot dogger, going to be bringing the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile to town today, along with his co-pilot, Akira Potts. Yeah. They're going to be set up at the Brookshire Grocery Company Food Show, 7 a.m. until 2 p.m. So here in just a few minutes. 400 Caddo Street in Shreveport. Now, the weird part about this is they're there from 7 a.m. until 2 p.m.
Okay.
Where are kids at that time?
School. They want the adults today.
Yeah. So if you're grown up and you're like Bristol, you got deprived of your wiener whistle when you were a kid. Go get you one.
Sounds awful.
Hello.
Got something to tell Gary and Bristol? Call them at 725-KISS. Or you can leave them a voicemail on the KISS Country app. It's KISS Country 93.7.
That's the title track from his new album coming out in October. Justin Moore, This Is My Dirt. KISS Country 93.7, Gary and Bristol. Starting to get the comments on the KISS Country app already. I knew I was old when I mentioned MacGyver in a conversation one day, and somebody looked at me and said, "Who?"
Oh my gosh.
MacGyver.
Really?
Who?
It's like a verb and a noun. Oh my gosh.
All right, we're Gary and Bristol. We got Kane Brown tickets this morning. September the 14th, he's at Globe Life Field in Arlington. I'm going to test your brain.
Yeah, if you missed the answer to yesterday's, I honestly thought this was going to go a lot longer because I can't tell you the last time I've used one of these. Nearly 90% of women have at least one of these in their purse. We wanted to know what that was, and it was an eyelash curler. Like, we were even talking about this at the hair salon last night, and we're like, why? More people have lash extensions than ever before, and it just yanks them out.
Okay, today we did this a couple of weeks ago, and it was huge, so we're going to do it again. First-time winners only.
Okay.
If you have ever won ticket trivia before, you're not going to be able to play. I'm sorry. But you can hand the phone to, somebody that's never won that might be in the car with you. Here's your question. Senior citizens have more of these than any other age group. Today's Senior Citizens Day.
Mm-hmm.
More what? Okay. First time winners only. If you ever won before, you can't play. It's only for people that never get through. Senior citizens have more of these than any other age group. Shout out to all the senior citizens.
Oh my gosh.
More what? 725-5477-725-KISS. That's Old Dominion. One man band. KISS Country 93.7 is Gary and Bristol. First time winners only. If you've ever won before, I'm sorry. You can play tomorrow.
Yep.
Today dedicated to those who have never gotten the chance to win anything with ticket trivia or anything else.
All right, and we're doing this with some really good tickets, too, by the way. Yeah, Kane Brown in Arlington, Globe Life Field, coming up September 14th. And here is your question. Senior citizens have more of these than any other age group. More what?
Okay, and you've never won from us before, right?
I haven't won from y'all.
Okay, so what's the answer?
Friends.
Friends! That's right! We got more friends!
Aww.
Yay!
And I love it was from someone on the other end of the spectrum, the other end of life.
How old are you?
I'm 8.
Wow.
How many friends do you have? Or I'm sorry, friends.
I have a lot.
Where do you go to school?
You are so precious.
Sir?
Where do you go to school?
I go to Evangel.
Whoa,
Aww.
wow. See, they've got some bright kids there at Evangel, don't they?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
Slade.
Slade?
Slade.
Suede?
Slade.
Can you spell that for me?
B-L-A-I-S-E.
Blaze.
Blaze! Well, Blaze, we got your tickets to go to Kane Brown, okay?
Yay.
Yay! You're going to get a whole lot of friends now.
You tell everybody at Evangel who you listen to, right? And who is that station that is Shreveport Bossier's #1 for New Country?
KISS Country 93.7.
Stick around. Just 15 more minutes. You won't believe what these two are going to do next. It's Gary and Bristol on Kiss Country 93.7.
Zach Brown Band is homegrown. Kiss Country 93.7. Gary and Bristol. It's National Senior Citizens Day. We're not gloating. We're just old. Qualified.
Not there yet.
Well, you're breathing on it.
Shush.
It's just one of those things that happens. If you live long enough, that day will come when people will stop laughing at you when you fall, and they'll start running over to you going, "Are you okay?" Somebody messaged us. They discovered they were old when they got excited about getting a new vacuum cleaner.
I have to say, though, when it comes to house cleaning stuff, I do get excited about those kinds of things.
When you discovered that you were old, what was that moment for you when you go, "Oh my God, I am old now.
Right.
I didn't mean for this to happen." Love to hear your stories this morning. 725-5477. The minute you realize you were old. 725-KISS.
Nothing puts the good in your morning like Gary and Bristol on Kiss Country 93.
Drew Baldridge, she's somebody's daughter. We're Kiss Country 93.7, Gary and Bristol. Friend of mine just texted me. He said, "I knew I was old. I was in the elevator, and they had that elevator music going, and it was the song from my senior year of high school."
Wow. Okay.
Wow, yeah. National Senior Citizens Day. Hats off to anybody who has gotten a little long in the tooth this morning. But when was that defining moment for you? When did you realize, "Oh my God, I have become my mom or my dad"?
Oh, wow, yeah.
When did you know you were old?
I'm 70 now, but the first time I felt old was when I was 35 and my baby was 5 years old. That's the only time I felt old.
Okay, so why'd you feel
35.
old then?
I guess because I had a 5-year-old. I don't know, but that was, I think, my worst birthday.
Good morning, Kiss Country. Okay, what happened that made you feel old?
I went in the academy to renew my hunting license. And the young girls, I said, "I need to renew everything." She told me it'd be $5 or whatever it was. I went, no, I need to renew all of it. She said, "That is all of it." She said, "You're a senior citizen." I let it fill out. I said, "What?" He knows that. He realized I was had reached that age.
Hey, I'll tell you what, though, that $5 license is so nice. I just renewed mine the other day, and I was like, I love being old.
I'm telling you, that's the first time I can ever say I was like, yeah, that feels good.
Good morning, Kiss Country. Okay, when did you know you were old?
It's really sad to admit it, but it's bird watching.
Oh, wow. Wow, yeah.
I'm with you. I hear you.
That's a good sign.
I mean, yeah, when you live on a Saturday morning to go to your porch and watch the hummingbirds, that's a sign.
You know what, though? The killing part is I go to my mom's house and I watch her hummingbirds, and then I go to my house and I watch my hummingbirds. And I'm like, you got one that's real mean and one that everybody keeps picking on. I don't have any like that.
Aww.
Absolutely. I have nicknamed my mean one Sergeant.
Oh, he's in charge.
Funny. Okay, so they got names. All right.
Yeah, well, he does. He watches all of it.
Well, you are old. I'm sorry.
I know.
You're there.
I know.
It's Carrie Underwood. Kiss Country 93.7. Good morning. We're Gary and Bristol. Got your 60-minute music marathon here in just a couple of minutes. Oh, and you were telling me earlier when you were coming in this morning, because I don't normally drive on I-20. You said I-20 westbound there in the construction area was really nuts, and I guess that's because of the industrial drive closures
I think
today?
people are getting used to, the changes there, because, it caught me by surprise, too. I was like, oh, okay, we got another narrow area. Great. Okay. Awesome.
Hey, were there any 18-wheelers in the bunch when you were driving through?
I will tell you this. This morning, I think that they knew it was going to be a lot of people going, oh, wait a minute. Okay. All right, got it. They were out in force this morning, the police, law enforcement.
Oh, okay.
So I have a feeling that, no, 18-wheelers were not going through there.
Okay, today is the day, all day today, Benton Road, north and southbound between Melrose and Citizens Bank Drive. Closures, the contractor's working on that Walter O. Bigby carriageway project. They're doing some stuff there. So if you normally use that little, stretch of Benton Road, it's not going to be completely closed, but know that, traffic is going to back up in that area. And thankfully, it's only going to last today. Hopefully things back to, well, you can't say normal. But
Our new normal.
It'll be like it was before tomorrow. How about that?
Almost as important as your morning coffee. It's Gary and Bristol, only on Kiss Country 93.7.
Shreveport Bossier's #1 for New Country. Kiss Country 93.7, Gary and Bristol. That's Dirks Bentley. American Girl. Okay, tomorrow, we are going to be just stepping and fetching all morning long. Ticket trivia at 7:15 tomorrow.
More Kane Brown tickets.
And then right after that, we're going to meet this week's recipient of the Kiss Country Caught in the Act Award.
Mm-hmm.
And I just read here recently that one of the most profitable meals of the day for fast food restaurants, breakfast.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's really gaining traction, like right behind lunch and dinner. But the long and short is for some people, it's the only meal of the day that they'll actually stop because they're on their way into work. And, so for you, if you're going to stop for breakfast, do you have one spot that you always go to? Who's got the best fast food breakfast anywhere around?
Best fast food?
Yeah, fast food breakfast.
I love a McGriddle. But
oh, yeah.
If we're going for just a really good sausage biscuit,
yeah.
What's that place right there where you make that turn off to go to Bog Hall? It's got those biscuits. It's on 157.
Oh, yeah. It used to be Tootie's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reynolds.
Yeah, Reynolds.
Yes.
Yeah.
They got the best biscuits. Oh.
Okay, so for you, what's that one spot that, when it comes to breakfast, it could be the chicken biscuits at Chick-fil-A. It could be, Reynolds or whatever the case might be. For you, that place, when you're needing, maybe it's just a cup of coffee. My sister-in-law, she cannot pass up Starbucks. And she's not even one of those latte frappuccino cold. She's like, no, I want a $9 black cup of coffee. Thank you.
I'm glad she can afford it.
So for you, the fast food that you've got to get, if you're going to stop for fast food, it's going to be breakfast. And it's going to be where? We'll find out bright and early tomorrow morning.
My #1 station.
#1, Gary and Bristol. Another reason we're
One.
#1. Kiss Country 93.